Volto então ao anel A e falo com a escrivã Jameson.
The Brotherhood is at your service. Hail, outsider. I am Scribe Jameson. Word of your ordeal has spread. I am truly sorry for the loss of your father. But if I can help you in any way, please let me know.
Tenho algumas perguntas sobre a Irmandade.
Ah, one of my favorite subjects, of course. What would you like to know?
No que a Irmandade acredita?
We believe in technology, in the triumph of the creations of the ancients, over the horrors and evils of the wasteland. We believe in trust. Trust in technology. Trust in our fellow brothers. Trust in our elders. Ah, and we believe in victory. Our forces have dwindled, but still we fight on. Super mutant, Enclave, it matters not. Surrender is not an option.
Quem são os membros da Irmandade?
Elder Lyons leads us. Star Paladin Cross is his seneschal. Sentinel Lyons, the Elder's daughter, commands the Lion's Pride, our elite combat squad. The Paladins lead the Knights. The Knights are the core of the Brotherhood. They scour the waste to eliminate evil and recover technology. Scribe Rothschild oversees the scribes in their duties to seek knowledge and restore the technology the Brotherhood has acquired.
E sobre a história da Irmandade nessa área?
We first arrived in the capital wasteland in 2255. In those first couple of years, we discovered the Citadel, super mutants, and Project Purity. Ah, the Purifier. What an undertaking. The work your father and his team did was amazing. The Brotherhood helped protect them, you know. At least for a little while. But we were stretched thin as it was, even back then. We had to pull our forces out. When we did, the place was overrun. I imagine that's when your father left. I'm sorry. I wish things had turned out differently.
Isso é tudo que eu preciso saber.
Very well.
Encontrei a identificação holográfica da Irmandade. O que devo fazer com ela?
You have? Oh my. This brings to light a sad affair for the Brotherhood, but perhaps it is something that you can assist us with. If you have the time, I have an offer for you.
Claro, eu tenho todo o tempo do mundo. Não tenho, não.
Good. As I'm sure you've noticed, the Brotherhood operates all over the DC ruins, often detached from the main base here at the Citadel. We're short on communication equipment, so many of the groups in the field operate as independent cells, without standing orders. Sometimes, I'm afraid that their missions end in their deaths. As Keeper of the Scrolls, it's my charge to write of each fallen brother's deeds.
E sem o equipamento de rádio, você não consegue seguir a pista deles.
Exactly. A brother fallen in the field may have no one to carry word of his death back to me. In calmer times, we could send detachments and messengers to learn their fates, but with our manpower stretched thin, we have no such luxury. Which is why I must now ask you for your help. Each brother wears a holotag like the one you found. Should you find any of the fallen brethren in the field, I ask that you return their tags to me, so that I might record their deeds in the scrolls.
Por que não envia seu próprio pessoal para procurar a identificação holográfica?
As I told you, with the increase in super mutant activity and Elder Lion's edicts regarding our goals, we are critically short on manpower. Any soldier that I would ask to do this task is one less soldier fighting in the field or defending the Citadel. As much as I hate to involve outsiders, it is necessary if I am to properly maintain the scrolls to honor the dead.
Quais são os pergaminhos que você mencionou?
Scrolls are kept by the head librarian of each Brotherhood bunker. The scrolls are a record of the Brotherhood itself. Into each scroll is written the name and deeds of each of our brothers. Battles, what technology is recovered, when he was promoted, everything. The last entry for each brother is that brother's death. It is important, as the way a man dies is just as important as the manner in which he lives. And so, each man who nobly serves the Brotherhood ascends into our history, to be remembered by those who come after him.
Onde eu posso encontrar identificações holográficas?
They are on our fallen brothers, throughout the DC ruins. However, I can't give you a full report on the locations of all of our operations. As I said, many of the units in the field operate independently, sometimes not reporting into the Citadel for weeks or months.
Qual será minha recompensa por trazer essas identificações holográficas?
We have access to a great deal of technology. And because of that, there are a number of things that we can continue to produce. I will be able to offer you caps for the tags you bring me, but from time to time, I will be able to give you something a bit more interesting.
E se tivermos identificações, podemos trocar elas por tampinhas. Então, alguma ideia sobre Enclave?
Quite a few, but most are distinctly unladylike and unworthy of discussion. I will tell you that the Brotherhood has encountered the Enclave before, and their motives were just as sinister then as they are now.
Quer compartilhar algo sobre os supermutantes?
The Brotherhood has been battling supermutants for decades, first out west, then in Chicago, now here. But this group of supermutants is different somehow. Physically, yes, but mentally as well. If we knew where they came from, we'd know why.
E aqui ela menciona Chicago, o que significa que Fallout Tactics já aconteceu e é canônico. Eu tenho que ir agora.
Go with peace and knowledge.
Na ala dos escrivães, encontro um computador do Pentágono. Encontramos informações sobre uma aparição de OVNI, com um sistema de camuflagem bem interessante, relatórios sobre um projeto de lavagem cerebral ou mensagens subliminares e o projeto codinome Cloacina, uma forma de vida desenvolvida com FEV para ser usada contra a China. Pela descrição, provavelmente os ratos toupeira que encontramos por toda a Terra devastada. Andando pelo anel B, encontro o robô médico da base.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Iniciar protocolo de triagem.
Medical procedures initiated. Administering treat. Error.
O serra-ossos me machucou. Por que você me machucou? Era para você ser um robô médico.
There has been an error in the medical subsystem. Please run a level 2 diagnostic.
Realize um diagnóstico de nível 2 dos subsistemas médicos.
Command accepted. Beginning level 2 systems diagnostic. Please stand by. Diagnostic complete. Results indicate a level 7 degradation in neural pathway 0x63A82. No further information available.
Feche a via neural 0x63A82 e redirecione as funções restantes.
Neural pathway 0x63A82 rerouted through neural pathway 0x374E82. Stand by. Full motor functions restored. Diagnostic reveals no critical failures. Asshole.
Bem, parece que está tudo bem, eu acho. Tentamos de novo. Iniciar protocolo de triagem.
Medical procedures initiated. Administering treatment. Please stand still.
E com isso, temos uma recuperação de saúde. Depois de um tempo.
Medical procedure complete. Further instructions.
Tenho que ir agora.
Unit deactivating. This troop is hitting the rack.
Ali encontramos o terminal do escudeiro Maxon. Está trancado, mas podemos dar um jeito nisso. Mas não tem nada muito interessante ou importante ali. Ali perto encontramos o próprio escudeiro Maxon.
Hail to you, stranger. I am Squire Maxon, loyal servant of steel. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
Você parece nervoso, garoto. Te deixa nervoso?
Well, yes, sir. If I may speak my will, you do, sort of. We do not have many guests in the Citadel. And when we do, they're usually visiting brothers. Outsiders are not to be trusted, so says the Codex. Shield yourself from those not bound to you by steel, for they are the blind. Aid them when you can, but lose not sight of yourself.
Não há necessidade de estar nervoso. Pode confiar em mim.
It's not personal. Anybody who has not taken the oath of fraternity is suspicious to us. The Codex says, fear those who do not pledge to the Brotherhood, for their eyes may be opened through service. They are now blind. But it also tells us, give way your suspicions to the wisdom of thine elder. Where he shows trust, so shall you. Elder Lions trust you, so you are free to stay here.
Você não é um pouco jovem para tudo isso?
Oh, well, you see, I am descended from the great Roger Maxon, founder of our order. I am the last of his line. They say my soul was forged from eternal steel. but I don't believe that. I'm really just a normal boy. I was sent to the Citadel many years ago to be fostered by Elder Lions. But that was before the Western Elders lost faith in the Elder. I really don't know if I'll ever get home, but, well, I kind of like it here. Sentinel Lions has been very kind to me. She's taught me so much.
O garoto está certo. Ele é um descendente de Roger Maxson, que fundou a Irmandade e salvou eles durante o ataque que devastou a costa oeste, antes do primeiro Fallout. Na verdade, eles não te fazem lutar, fazem?
No. But I could. I know I'm ready. I mean, it would be scary, but it's not fair that I have to sit inside while the knights go on patrol. I did go out one time, you know. Sarah, Sentinel Lions took me out, just to show me. I killed a super mutant too, I swear. I also sort of shot Sarah, but just a little. It was just a flesh wound.
Suponho que não saiba nada sobre os supermutantes.
Oh yes, I've studied them quite a bit since I've been here. They're not all the same, you know, besides the regular ones. There are also brutes, and after them, the masters. They're really tough. But the worst of all? The behemoth! He's a giant! I saw one once, outside the Citadel walls. So scary. The super mutants are all over the city ruins. But Elder Lions doesn't actually think they're from there, or we would have found their home by now. It kind of seems like they're looking for something, but we're not really sure what that is.
O que acha do Enclave, escudeiro?
You're asking me what I think about the Enclave? Well, the Brotherhood of Steel has actually faced the Enclave before, back west, more than 30 years ago, according to our chronicles. Judging from those records, I'd say their soldiers are outfitted in advanced power armor Mark II. It's pretty strong, better than our power armor, and some of their technology is amazing. Vertibirds, plasma weapons that can turn a man to goo. Does that help?
Parece que até o garoto acha que estamos em uma grande desvantagem. Tenho que ir agora.
May we speak again soon.
Então vamos até o Paladino Gunny para falar sobre o treinamento em Power Armor. Afinal, vamos precisar, pelo visto.
Hey, need something, friend?
Initiate, you've got a lot of nerve to interrupt. Oh, my apologies, stranger. I thought you were one of these worthless initiates. I swear these kids would be lost without me here to powder their asses.
O que você faz aqui?
I am charged with the duty of turning these maggots into brothers of steel. With the threat of the Enclave, they're likely going to be pressed into service before they've taken the oath. So I've got a lot of work to do.
Pode me treinar para usar Power Armor?
Heard you were coming. Yeah, I can train you, but don't ask me to like it. My initiates sweat blood, and you just get a free pass? Anyway, you ready for this? Now look, to wear power armor, first thing you need to do is relax your muscles. Let the suit do the work, okay? Now you. What aid can I offer you, outsider?
Então, alguma ideia sobre Enclave?
Killing unarmed civilians makes me sick. Come over here. Try fighting someone who shoots back. Fucking cowards.
Quer compartilhar algo sobre os supermutantes?
Why do you think I ride these initiates so hard? I make training hell so fighting those uglies won't be.
Tenho que ir agora.
Damn initiates.
E com isso estamos aptos a usar Power Armors. E agora só temos que encontrar uma. Se voltarmos ao laboratório, nesta sala, nós podemos encontrar ela bem ali. Comparada com as versões anteriores dos jogos, essa Power Armor é um pouco menos de vantagem. Ela dá menos resistência à radiação e aumenta menos a força. Na verdade, esse é outro modelo de armadura. A do Fallout 1 é o modelo T51B, enquanto aqui temos o modelo T45D. Pelo menos essa que estamos usando agora. Então, enquanto andávamos por todo o complexo, encontramos a Paladina Starcross.
Hail to you. By the traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lions, I welcome you to the Citadel. I am Star Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm, and Seneschal to Elder Lions. And I am honored to say I was acquainted with your father. Now what may I do to help you?
Você conheceu meu pai?
I did, and you as well. Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant horde. When your father left, I escorted the two of you to Megaton. He was a noble man. I was saddened to hear of his passing. But from what I've heard, he died with honor. He died for you. I only pray that my own death has such meaning.
Eu o amei demais. Eu nunca esquecerei dele.
And so our deeds are carried on through our sons and our daughters. Continue to remember him fondly. Continue to tell his story. And continue to do his work. Through you, he shall carry on. But now I must ask you a difficult question, if I have your leave to do so.
Certamente. Pergunte.
I escorted your father across the wastes. It was the best I could contribute to his efforts to restore fresh water to the people. I would like the honor of escorting you in your journey to complete his work.
E sobre o Enclave?
As a Star Paladin, I answer only to Elder Lions. He has given me leave to pursue the restoration of Project Purity, as I see fit. By aiding you in your travels, I shall fulfill that mission as best I am capable.
Seria uma honra para mim, Paladina Starcross.
Then I shall follow your leave and submit to your command. As James's child, I know I don't need to explain, but I am not your servant. If I do not like the path your actions take, I will return here. Now, let us go forward, crush the Enclave, and fulfill your father's mission.
E finalmente conseguimos nossa primeira companion. A Paladina Starcross é boa com combate desarmado e corpo a corpo. Pode ser útil para a nossa missão daqui para frente. Então voltamos ao escritório dos escrivães, no Anel A. E logo aqui, ao lado, encontramos o computador do Vault, que Rothschild pediu para consultarmos. Apesar de não estar conectado à rede, temos acesso a uma lista de vaults. E bem, precisamos encontrar o Gek em algum deles. Temos o Vault 76, isso mesmo, o Vault onde acontece o jogo multiplayer da franquia Fallout 76. Segundo essa base de dados, ele seria aberto depois de 20 anos, e os residentes comparados com os outros experimentos, um tipo de grupo de controle. E aqui parece que tiramos a sorte grande. O Vault 87 tem em seu inventário um Gek, mas todos os outros dados estão corrompidos, então não sabemos o que nos espera lá. Melhor olhar os outros Vaults, quem sabe podemos ter uma opção melhor para conseguir a peça que precisamos. Nada no Vault 92, nada no Vault 101, que a gente já tinha verificado. O Vault 106 não tem um Gek, mas explorando os arquivos encontro uma nota do Dr. Albert Ayres sobre o abrigo 106, dizendo que apenas que qualquer pergunta e métodos de pesquisa do abrigo 106 devem ser dirigidas diretamente para ele, e nada mais. Tem coisa errada aí, e ainda não tenho ideia do que fazer com essa informação. No abrigo 108, as informações aqui dizem que o Vault 108 vai ser feito para usar energia geotérmica depois de um tempo. E eles sabiam que era o insuficiente para manter tudo funcionando. E também foi deixado um estoque de o triplo de armas do que normal nesse lugar. A pergunta é, por quê? Olhando mais dados, o supervisor Brody Jones foi colocado como autoridade desse local propositalmente, mesmo seus testes médicos indicando que o câncer iria matá-lo antes de completar 4 anos no abrigo. Muito estranho. O abrigo 112, onde vivemos o pesadelo de Stanislaw Brown e sua vila virtual, também não temos nada lá. Então, se quisermos ajudar o projeto Purity, a única opção que temos é encontrar o abrigo 87. Mas aonde será que está? No terminal ao lado, encontramos resumos da história da família Maxson dentro da Irmandade do Aço, da saída da base militar Mariposa, passando por John Maxson, pelos eventos de Fallout 1 até Arthur Maxson, que está aqui na Cidadela. Descobrimos aqui que temos o estado de Maxson, na Nova Califórnia, que fica bem próximo de onde ficava Lost Hills, a primeira base da Irmandade. E aqui temos os diários de Roger Maxson, na mesma versão que já vimos quando encontramos eles no Glow, no primeiro jogo. Depois disso, vamos até o escrivão Rothschild, pois ele pode nos ajudar a localizar o abrigo 87. Eu acho, pelo menos.
Ah, you're back. You need something else now.
Tem um gek no Vault 87, mas eu não sei onde ele é.
Ah, well, that much I believe I can help with. Step over here for a moment. I'll show you where it is.
Helping the people of the wasteland.
This map shows the locations of all known vaults in the local area. Vault 87 has been highlighted for you. There. Entrance to Vault 87 will be particularly difficult for you, I'm afraid.
Por quê? Qual o problema?
The area is highly irradiated. Lethal levels are all around the entrance. Gaining direct access will be quite impossible.
Tem que haver uma outra maneira.
You share your father's determination, it seems. And in this case, you are correct. There may well be another way. Vault 87 is located very close to the site of Lamplight Caverns. It is entirely probable that the vault may be entered from within the caves.
Você não sabe?
No, I'm afraid not. After initial attempts to cross the radiation failed, it was decided to focus our efforts elsewhere. You, however, are free to do as you choose. More exploration may be useful, and I'll certainly be interested in anything you might find.
Obrigado pela ajuda.
I wish we could do more, but the Brotherhood potentially faces a very pressing, very real threat in the Enclave. All of my efforts must now be devoted to assessing the threat they may pose to us. I'm sure you understand.
Is of the utmost look.
Yes? What is it?
Gostaria de saber mais sobre a Irmandade do Aço.
I'm afraid you're asking the wrong person.
De qualquer maneira, eu gostaria de ouvir o que você tem a dizer.
If you insist, what do you want to know?
Por que você está aqui na capital Wasteland?
Well, that depends on who you ask. Lions will tell you it's because we're protecting the poor, innocent people of the capital wasteland. Most others here will tell you the same thing. They'll do anything for that man.
Bem, eu estou te perguntando por que você está aqui.
I'm here for two reasons. One, Lyons needs me. He always has, just as much as I need him. We've been through a lot together, he and I. Two, take a look around you. Access to this kind of technology and the benefits it could provide to the Brotherhood is immeasurable.
Há quanto tempo está aqui?
We arrived here in 55, established ourselves in the Citadel within the first few months. The Elder has kept us busy since then.
Você parece ter uma organização bem pequena.
The Brotherhood of Steel is bigger than what you see here. We're only a small division, you could say. But that's a bit of a sore subject around here.
Por que é assunto delicado?
Much has happened in the 23 years since we left the West Coast. Our mission has changed in that time. The changes have not all been pleasant, and have had significant repercussions.
O que você quer dizer com repercussões?
Some did not approve of the Elders' decisions. Initially they followed because we are all taught to follow the Elders.
Então, onde está o resto da Irmandade?
The West Coast, unless something has changed. There's been no contact with them for the last several years. There's also a small detachment in Chicago, but they're off the radar. Gone rogue. Long story.
Por quê? O que aconteceu?
Lines of communication were severed years ago. The Western elders have washed their hands of us.
Você está amando de robô?
I am, and have been since we first found him well over 20 years ago. Liberty Prime is the designation we found on file for him. Magnificent, don't you think? At least he will be once all systems are operational. It's the energy consumption. Something that big with such advanced weapon systems. We just don't have the means to power it. Not yet.
Você acha que pode consertar meu equipamento?
Could I? Yes. Will I? No. Go see Peabody or...
Quem construiu o Liberty Prime e o melhor ainda, por quê?
He was developed as a super weapon back in the days before the war. The first joint operation between RobCo and General Atomics International. Apparently, he was meant to help liberate Alaska from the Chinese, but was never completed. They were forced to go in without him. They won, but suffered heavy losses. If we can get him up and running, well, I think you get the idea.
Eu tenho que ir agora.
And so you go.
Lions, Doctor.
Falando novamente com o ancião Lyons sobre os desertores.
Need something, friend?
Pode me falar sobre os desertores?
The outcasts are a result of my greatest mistake, but a mistake I'm proud of nonetheless. When I came here, I realized for the first time that the Brotherhood's technology could truly save the survivors in this wasteland. I chose to help them, even if it meant putting the Brotherhood's interests at risk. Some of my soldiers called me a hero. Others called me a traitor. The dissenters left my command, calling themselves outcasts to mock me. I cannot fault their dedication, even if I find them lacking in compassion.
Pensei que a proteção da humanidade estivesse incluída no juramento da Irmandade.
Only in a very broad sense. The Brotherhood's oaths are to protect humanity's progress, but not necessarily every human. The outcasts and members of the Brotherhood in other places consider it a waste to protect most people. After all, they say, everyone knows how to make another human, but the secrets to making a P-94 plasma rifle are all but lost.
Como o restante dos seus soldados se sentem sobre os desertores?
Even now, a year after they left, the wounds of their departure are still sore. Some of my soldiers are angry about it. They see it as an insult to me. Bless them for their loyalty. They're more angry about it than I ever was. Others understand their decision. Sometimes I hear them wondering if they should have gone with them. I can't blame them, but I stand by my decision, and I respect theirs.
Sua decisão valeu a pena?
Has it been worth the cost in lives and resources to protect people like you from the super mutants? You tell me. I suspect my daughter's squad helped save your life, and most of our recent recruits have come from those we've saved over the years. It's cost us, but we've saved many lives, and made the capital wasteland a place where people can live. Yes, I'd say that's been worth it.
Isso é tudo sobre os desertores.
Yes, let's speak of other things.
Quero permissão para comercializar.
This is not normally something that we do. Trade with outsiders has proven to be problematic in the past. However, considering the circumstances, so be it. I'll send word to Durga that you have full access to trade.
E com isso podemos comprar e vender armas no arsenal do laboratório. Tem algumas coisas bem legais aqui.
I received word from Elder Lyons. He says that you have permission to trade with us. Good for you.
E por enquanto é tudo que temos para ver na Cidadela. Agora temos outras missões pela frente.